at Moaning Stephen West. Let me just wait here for a second. Just doing something on my phone now. Give her the shotgun. Two in the back and one in the stink. Where's my... Oh, for God's sake, just delete it then. I got a little up. What? You got this. What have I got? I thought I might as well, you know what? I'm walking down the road here. I just thought, I've not got my gimbal, so I thought I left it at the van. Although I can go and get it as we're walking around. I'm in Burgess Hill, and I thought I ain't done a road less travel video for a while. So I thought, as I'm walking back to my van, and I can get the gimbal, and then I can further continue walk around town. I'm at the park, St. John's Park or whatever. I must have missed either there wasn't one or I've missed it. I tell you what, those 10 a.m.s for standing in the parks, man, they are just not good for me, man. They are not friendly to me. Why the fuck someone once decided 10 a.m.? I have no idea, right? They should know. They know we're all party people. They should know in the freedom movement they should at least made it noon. At least made it noon. All the people like me who can't get up at that time on a Sunday after a big night out. So I'm just going to walk around, because that's what I normally do with the road less travelled videos. But yes, I must have missed it. Although I'm going to show you something. They do have a regular stand in the park here. I know because, well, I know this because I've asked last night. But also, there's something pinned on a tree here, which I thought quite funny. So we're just going to have a little walk around of this park whilst I go back to my van, and then we'll continue walk around town. Because I've not really been to Burgess Hill properly, in the sense that I've been here before, but I've only just popped by into one building and then just continued driving. Last night at the Cypress Hall, sort of like a village hall called Cypress Hall, they had a big kind of freedom talk and drinks with, who do they have there? Kate Shimarani, they had David Curtin, they had Heiko Kuhn, Anna Debussy, I never know how to say her name. Davy Stewart, the peace officer people, someone called Dominic Morehouse is well into common law. He loves it, he loves common law because he loves it, it's his religion.
Why are you pushing me in the puddle? Yes, come this way.
Yeah, and also there was a free bar, so yeah, it was alright. Then we went to the pub after, and the boozier was busting some moves on the dance floor, and yeah, and then basically this is where I am. So look at this, guys. So this is like, so pinned on these trees. I think actually I missed this one. So this is where they must have. This is what someone's put on the tree here. So they've gone, COVID is critical because this is what convinces people to accept, to legitimize total biometric surveillance. Says Harrier of the World Economic Forum. Wake up. Okay. That's on one tree. Let's see what the others are say. I do totally agree with that as well. Where's the other one? Am I in the right path? Yeah, I am. I'm sure I am. I'm sure there was another one. Yeah, it's over here. Probably more, but I've probably not even seen them. What does this say? No, there's nothing in that one. It's just standard park stuff. This one here, look at this one. It says, Bill Gates tells G20 leaders that death panels will soon be required for unwell people with high medical costs. Okay. I'm about to go to every single tree to see if there's more of these. They've got some abstract art. Any more of these signs? Let's go have a look. Hopefully I won't step in any dog shit either. You suffer for your art. Yeah. The taxpayer does, that's for sure. They're the ones who put it up. You guys do. You've got shit art in all of your parks, no doubt. And guess who's paid for it? You have. So when you're doing those 40-hour weeks, or even longer, overtime, etc., 60 hours, just rest in mind knowing that the government comes along, steals it out of your paycheck, even though they've done nothing to help you, because let's be honest, society's an absolute joke now. So they've made everything worse. They've not helped you in any way. All of the public services are terrible, including the NHS. That's the worst one in my opinion. And yeah, so you keep working hard, guys, okay? Make sure you pay the government to make your life worse. Right, I just walked into mud for no reason. I thought there'd be more signs about with those messages on it, but there isn't. Let's get off. Hopefully none of this shit. Tsunami, Punani. No, sorry. Somali, Punani, tsunami. Yeah, you fund tyranny. You know what, that's what I quite like about my predicament at the moment. Like, I don't actually pay, apart from road tax, I don't pay any other tax anymore. But it's like, oh, who will build the roads? Who will build the roads? I mean, look at these well-made roads. Right, I'm parked by just the town hall here. Well, not the town hall, we call it the high street. And because I'm currently using version 1 of the gimbal, it's the claw, I call it. Currently using that at the moment. Let me just go back there, I'll have a walk down there after. Yeah, I believe in volunteerism either. I've got no issue. Hey, if the state does a good job, I've got no issue paying for the healthcare service and all that. But if it's shit, what do? How do you remove your money from it? You can't, you see. That's the problem. Because most of the time it's PAYE, pay as you earn. So even before, you can't stop it. It comes out of your employer pays the tax before you even have any say in it. So how do you keep all of these public services to account? Because let's be honest, money makes the world go round, don't it? All these businesses you don't like, you can just withhold your money immediately and it just goes out of business. That's how you deal with it. It's either forced to improve or it goes under. Can't do that for nigga steak services. Alright, let me just get my... I might get a bag as well, because I might go shopping after this as well. I've got barely anything in my fridge. This is my pad at the moment, by the way. See, look, you see here, I've got a wood burner, but I have to install it. So I'm thinking of putting that, putting a hole through the top there, and then, having a mini wood burner. Because at the moment I've got a diesel heater, and I'm actually quite, guys, I'm actually quite a warm person. I don't even this so far, I've not had a diesel heater on once. I just don't have it on unless I have a guest around or a lady friend. You know how women are, and that's the only time I have it on. But I just don't have it on because I'm just naturally warm. Like right now, I'm just wearing a t-shirt. I'm wearing a coat, but open jacket, t-shirt. Doesn't bother me. I don't get cold too easily. My heart is too warm. The fires of liberty. I'll put you in this thing. There we go. Much better. Right. That saved me from getting arthritis with the claw. With the gimbal claw. So I'm just going to do about an hour live stream maybe. But I don't think there's really, to be honest with you, I don't think there's really much in Burgess Hill, to be honest with you. So, just going to walk around, tell you where I was last night. Right, so I'm gonna catch up with your comments. Yeah, hi Tsunami, hi. Never puddle around when you need one. Yeah, no. Albanian quality road work. Tax is legal plunder. Yeah, we said that. True, there should be a way to fire them, get money back. Just withhold. All you need is an opt-out for everything. An opt-out for everything. I don't care if it's auto-enrolled. You can be auto-enrolled and it goes, but I can have an opt-out, right? Yeah, cool. Okay, I'll opt out. Just something like that. Everything. NHS opt-out. Police service opt-out. Firefighter service opt-out. Everything. Because they got so much money, it just gets thrown and wasted. Oh, we've got to start hiring job roles where there's no demand for. Let's create equality officers to make sure there's no race. It's just like there's no demand in that. There is no demand for that. Let's employ diversity managers in the NHS, which are worth the price of 2 nurses. Let's do that. You see, if they didn't have so much money, they wouldn't be able to do that sort of stuff. They would actually have to streamline and see what is actually cost effective and get rid of all the waste. But because they've got unlimited money, NHS getting what, another £3 billion extra? Oh, just got, look, filled acoustics in this bandstand. What we got? Surely should be a way to fire them. Gun to head leadership. Just saying diesel will put you on a government watch list these days. Well, that's why I want to get rid of. I mean, I've got a diesel heater, but that's why I want to put in that wood burner. But also, do you know, I was looking at it the other day. I was around someone's house, right, and they were saying, "Oh, do you know about the clay pot things?" And I said, "What do you mean?" So basically, if you get like a plant clay pot, a typical one you find in any garden, yeah. Just put that upside down and just elevate it a bit with something, whether it's bricks or whatever, and then you put a couple of candles underneath it, and it warms up the entire thing. Oh look, it's my Scottish friend Thomas Ladd. I don't know how to say your name, mate. Your surname? Laird? Is it Laird? I want to say. Thomas Laird! Leader of the Scottish Libertarian Party. We're going to actually go back with you to that. What Hardy with me? Yeah, well, yeah, there's a lot of booze involved. That's the thing. They don't go back. They don't go back whilst they're not inebriated. Let's put it like that. It just shows how much an incredible guy I am. Laird. Yeah. Okay. Cool. Yeah. So there you go. Right. Let's have a walk around. Because I need to be in Oxfordshire. I need to be in Oxford itself on Tuesday. So basically, I'm not going to stay here tonight because, well, no disrespect to people at Burgess Hill, but there's just nothing here, right? So I'm going to go somewhere in between here and Oxford. Anyone can recommend me a good place or anything like that. So between here and Oxfordshire, I'm going to go in between maybe the Cotswolds, who knows? I don't know. Wake up somewhere nice. Who knows? Because there's going to be that they're basically introducing 15-minute neighbourhoods or smart cities, if whatever you want to call it. 15-minute neighbourhoods is technically the official name in England anyway. And basically they're going to make it near impossible for you to drive your vehicle. They're going to split. They're trialing it in Oxford and Canterbury, and basically they're going to split the county council authority, because it might not just be the city, it might be towns, small villages outside of the city. They're going to turn it all into 6 districts, both of them. I'm surprised they didn't have a third city they're doing, then they can say 666. But two cities, turn it into 6 districts. If you move your vehicle after a certain amount of times, you will start racking up £75 fines. And I went to the one in Canterbury. It was in Herne Bay. Specifically, Herne Bay comes under Canterbury City Council kind of, authority or whatever. Went to Herne Bay, and what they try and do is they try and sell you. It's sleight of hand sort of stuff. They try and talk about, we're just putting in a new road, and then the important stuff is secondary to them. So they try and trick you. It's we're putting in a new road. It's going to be fantastic. It's going to stop congestion. Wrong. It will actually cause more congestion because it's the only road you'll be able to use. So it's a state-approved road that you're allowed to use. That the state has deemed you can use this one. However, all the other roads you're not allowed to use. I mean, that is, when you think about that is complete tyranny, isn't it? So basically the government's meant to be facilitators of the people. They're meant to be your secretaries. You're meant to be the boss. And now they're trying to be the boss and you're the underlings. And you've got to do everything they say. That's not what governments are for. So they're going to turn it into 6 districts. I said to them, so what's all these districts about? They've gone, that's like, we're going to turn them into all cycle lane. All the residential roads in there, we're going to turn into cycle lanes and bus lanes only. I said, right, so if I took my car and then what happened? We hope you don't. Well, what happens if I do? We'll give incentives so you don't. So you mean fine. So this is all about money. This is all about taking more of your money away so they can fund their wacky schemes in. So, for example, your car and various other nonsense. And then also it's to make you not have your car anymore. Cars are a sign of freedom. They're a symbol of freedom. You can just jump in your car, go where you want. They hate that. They control. That's just their natural way of things. They are natural control. Anyone who works for governments or stuff like that, they're natural control freaks. So, I am, mate. Yeah, I am. In Burgess Hill, they've never seen a Canberra before. What's this? Park on Clarkson's farm. Is that where his place is? So, catch up your comments, guys. Martin. What's Martin? Women actually go back to that way. Cotswolds, yeah. What's that like? There used to be rules about what public services can spend money on, lists of companies that had to stick to. Now schools and NHS managers spend the money on family and friends. Yeah, it's like a quiet dictatorship. It's not like a loud dictatorship in the sense of military people goose stepping around and in the capital city or anything like that. It's more of a quiet, civil dictatorship. It's fascism with a smile, as they say. So. Their nappy faces about. You know, I don't even acknowledge them anymore. The nappy face people. But they're quite good in a way because you know those people are imbeciles and you don't need to talk to them then. So they're quite good. But that's why, in a weird way, I kind of want the mask mandates back. I actually want them back because people like us, we just ignore it, don't we? Because we can see the bigger picture. We're smart. We're intelligent people. And we know that a virus if it even does exist, a virus, it still has a 99.9% survival rate. So there is absolutely no point wearing one. So I could go into a pub or walk around the street, and anyone without a mask in a building, I'll go, he's not an idiot or she's not an idiot. I will talk to them. So they're a great filtering out system. They're a great filter system to work out who's worth talking to. But now, they're all not wearing masks again, a lot of them. So you don't know who the morons are again. So rather than wasting your time talking to a bird at a pub... Oh wait, is someone calling me? Hang on. Rather than wasting your time talking to a bird all night, buying her drinks or whatever, and then you discover that, you're jabbed up. Goodbye. You can just sort of work out immediately. So I'll tell you where we were last night. I just walk up to it and I walk back. I walk up the hill thereafter. I'm actually kind of shocked this little town, there's a cinema. The cinemas are kind of rare now. I mean, not that I want to see anything, because all of it's from Hollywood and it's all bloody propaganda, subtle brainwashing. But it's just kind of funny that they've got looks like a small independent one. Orion? No, wait, is that a chain? Is that a chain? It's very strange. There's a little back street as well. Wakanda forever. I've not even seen the first one. Black Panther. That is actually alright, to be fair. I've not actually seen it, but obviously it's got all the message. The narrative is in it. All of those Marvel films now, they're all cookie sort of cutter films. They're all the same. It's the exact same films, but with a different superhero. How they're structured and everything like that. Anyway, we were last night. We're in Cypress Hall. That's where my live stream's still up of it last night. If you guys missed it, so watch it last night. I'm gonna test the waters and just keep up the video because YouTube, I hear, have quietly changed the algorithm again. If you say any sort of naughty words of the past, they won't give you a strike for it. So I'm basing this on what Paul Justin Watson said. It could be total garbage. But I'm just going to leave it out. If I get a strike, I don't care if I haven't got any strikes on my channel anymore because I protect it in that way. So whenever I do one of my UNN broadcasts, I pretty much immediately delete the video after. So I've no longer got any strikes. Let's just test the waters. Going to keep it up. Jeff White's one didn't get taken down. There was another debate I went to with Godfrey Bloom and Matt Letitia. That didn't get taken down. So I'm going to leave this spicy one up, the 4-hour one, and see if it gets removed. So guys, if you missed it last night, it's on my channel there, you can rewatch it. I think I was the only live streamer there. I was shocked that Heiko Kuhn, he was speaking. He's obviously subject access now. I'm shocked he didn't live stream. At least I don't think he did. I didn't get any notifications saying he was live. Did he live stream it? I don't think he did. Yeah. Because wobbly life, baby. So I was in the spoons last night. It's the spoons, guys, because you know the game with me. Let's find out the name of the spoons in every town without having to look on the internet. It's called the 6 Gold Marlets. What the hell's that? The 6 Gold Marlets. So I went in there last night. I had one in there. Then it closed. Then I'll show you what's walking up the hill now. Then we walked up here, and then Anna de Bouzier was busting some sweet moves on the dance floor. Yeah, she's back at the van, mate. That's where she is. She's back at the van. I let her sleep in. She's knackered from last night. Actually, was probably crying now. No, not Anna. I love her. Yeah, she is a lady, yeah. And that's why she'll never be with you, Suraj. That's exactly the reason. Here we go. Was it this place? The Block and Gasket. So it was alright. Been in there before on a Sunday, and it's just a nice sort of little pub. But then on a Friday, Saturday, it turns into a fucking nightclub. There's all these young'uns. There. And then this old foldies came in. But then some of the old foldies started dancing on the floor, so showed them up a bit. Yeah, I know she's outside. But she's sweet enough. Not that she needs any more sugar. Or maybe she got some sugar last night. Sure, I'm completely heck out and I'm in love with her. Really, Noah Flower? You too? You too? Do you think that she has like male groupie fans? That like rock stars have with women? God, look at this monstrosity here, man. Oh, what? I've got to walk all the way. Fucking hell. I just crossed the road. So yeah, after here, because I think this is pretty much the end of the tour, really. After this, I'm gonna go to Oxford because I want to be there for Tuesday for the whole 15-minute smart cities council thing. You look at, they're so fucking. Oh look, we're cooking 3 dates where you guys can turn up, and then if no one they lightly promote it, or you know, I say lightly as in no promotion whatsoever, right? And then they'll go, well, if they didn't turn up to it and they didn't have their disagreements to it, then well, that means that they consented to it. So I'm going to do the show from Oxford on Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. I swapped with Gold Eagle for Tuesday. He's going to do my Tuesday and I'll do his Friday. But because on Tuesday in the daytime, whilst if I was doing the show, it'll be during that, so I can't do it. So I had to swap with Gold Eagle, and then I might live stream from it. I might do a live stream tomorrow in whatever town I wake up in, whether it's the Cotswolds or, you know, region or a town, whatever. I've been Cotswolds before, but I've not been to all of the Cotswolds, so I need to look at my maps later after I get something to eat and plot a course, see where I'm going to go. The Marvel Universe and the ancient Egyptian gods have many similarities. But what's that 33 problems? Yeah, Bells and Diet Coke. That's exactly what I had last night in the spirit. No, I had a Guinness actually. No, I had a Guinness. I was thinking about Whitstable Bay. I had a Guinness. Just Guinnesses last night. That's all I had last night. Oh, and some red wine at the because it's free bar at the Cypress Hall. So I had about half a bottle's equivalent of red wine. Guys, I think it was pretty much the end of the Burgess Hill tour. Like I said, missed the stand in the park earlier. It's just too fucking early, man. Well, I've got to do like 10 AM. I got there at 11, there's just no one there. Maybe no one showed up because it was pissing down earlier. So maybe no one showed anyway. My ex loved Marvel films. Oh, you're a woman, no one's flower. Or are you a man? I don't know. It's okay if you want to go out with blokes. I mean, that's why we keep around Surrey. He's okay. He's allowed to do that. But, you know, we don't like it, but, you know, we just keep it with him. He ex-loved Marvel film. He ended up going permanently psychotic in the end. Was he like one of these like proper losers that would always wear like Marvel t-shirts and stuff like that? I mean, not being funny, actually I'm a bit of a loser myself in that regard. I do have a Punisher t-shirt and I do wear like, you know, like Frank Castle. I actually do have a Punisher t-shirt, so really I'm the loser really. I've just set myself up there. But let's be honest, yeah. Who is the most coolest adult Marvel hero? It's the Punisher, okay? That's who we need on the streets now outside Parliament. We need the Punisher. Has anyone seen all of the Punisher movies? They're not the TV series. I've not actually seen that properly. I need to watch that. But has anyone seen all 3 Punisher movies? There's 3. And the one I recommend to watch for a good laugh is the very first one with Dolph Lundgren, you know, Ivan Drago from Rocky IV, the Russian. You need to watch. No, but I mean, it's only been down there. You need to watch. That one's the most hilarious one. But it's so bad, it's good. And basically, the Punisher is fighting ninjas and samurai, or both. I can't remember. And it's just so lame. And he goes around the sewer system with a motorcycle. Because, you know, totally, the sewer systems are designed for people to go around in Harley Davidson. He lives in the sewer, basically. He did. He was 6'3" and had Marvel underwear. Oh, God. Did he at least used to, like, say something funny, like, here's my superpower, and then he'd whip off his Marvel, or something like that. Or he'd say, what's like I'm Snake Man. part man, part snake. Something like that. I'm still in bed, so definitely missed my stand in the park today. Yeah, I know. I mean, what the hell? I mean, you know what I used to go to? I used to go to stand in the park when it was cool. Before there was even a stand in the park. It was the Bexley Heath one. That's the first ever one, to my knowledge. It was before even stand in the park existed. They meet 2 p.m. every Sunday. Still do to this day. They have one in the morning. That's the stand in the park one. Then they just have the Bexley Heath Freedom area group meeting, which is basically the same. But they have a morning one and an afternoon one. But who the fuck came up with 10 a.m? It's 12 noon, surely. Surely. What Charlie Church, non-alcohol drinking individual came up with that? It's got to be a pensioner or something, right? An OAP. Because no way. Maybe it's a psyop. It's a psyop, so none of the freedom people would ever meet up. They'll be too like hungover. Oh no, that was not his superpower. Punching walls was his forte. Oh, okay. Oh, so like he's one of these. Oh, I'm getting like an image of him now. So basically, he's one of these emotionally unstable man-childs. I remember, like, I found out of this guy in a pub, yeah, where I used to live, but he turned out to be a massive, like, yeah, close your business. Even though he owned a pub, but he was like a little rich boy, so he was like a trust fund kid. So it didn't matter if he closed his little micro pub down, because he always had mummy and daddy to prop him up. But all of the other local independent pubs around me, obviously they're fighting every day to make a bit of profit, or even to break even. And I remember he was like that as well, you know, like Marvel. I fucking hate those baseball caps, you know, like twats who wear baseball caps backwards and all that, even though they're in like not even the fucking 40s or something, yeah. And it's like, I remember saying to, we sort of, because we used to have a lot of like banter, yeah, but it used to be quite deep cutting banter as well. And I remember he had kids, and I remember him going, "Oh yeah, I've got children. Yeah, I can't remember if he's got a daughter or a son. I can't remember." And I said, "What, really? You have children?" And he goes like, and he's just like the typical sort of man-child Marvel T-shirt, like hipster, typical like hipster guy, and beard. You know what I mean? Like, and the sort. And basically, I went, not being funny. What was his name? Fuck, what was his name? I think it was Dave. So not being funny, Dave, but if you were my dad and you're dressed like the way you are now, I can't be embarrassed you with my dad. Because look at you. You're wearing more kiddish stuff than probably your kid's wearing right now. You're wearing like fucking like Marvel T-shirt, DC hat, right? Twat. I'll be like, no, mate, I'll be embarrassed you with my dad. Like, is that your dad coming up? No, that's my brother. Yeah, you got it. Yeah, so emotionally unstable man-child. Right, okay. Gets excited when Star Wars comes back, even though we know that Star Wars is going to be totally butchered, and it was. Oh my god, Millennium Falcon! Oh, remember that meme with that guy crying when he saw the Millennium Falcon in the trailer? And when there was it called? The Force Awakens? A total rehash of the original Star Wars film. Just the exact same film, just redone, except, oh, it's not a Death Star, it's not a Death Star, it's actually the entire planet's a weapon. And the same thing happens again. So let's catch up some of the comments. So where was it? Analog Cider, yeah. Isn't it the anything today? Marvel Universe, Now at Home, family stuff, gotta be back. out after December. A lot of music as well. We need some time to sort things out. Fuck, you give me like a fucking. This ain't your fucking journal, Siraj. Family stuff. Gotta go back. This ain't your diary. A lot of music as well. Just need some time to sort things out. Looking forward to be back in December. Dear diary. Got a lot of family stuff to do. Be back after December. Got a lot of music gigs. Looking forward to coming back home. Thank you for that journal entry, Suraj. Thank you. It was beautiful. Right, I've got a really. Where is it? I'm walking around like 4 all the time, went out shopping. What does that even mean? What does that mean? That you're like a proper Chad, is that what it means? So basically you're like me. Now people think they're cool because they get ripped off at Starbucks or something. What? For example, the Flash character represents Hermes. Oh, okay, right, I got you. Well, yeah, I mean, you know, I did watch, funny enough, it's not Marvel though, it's DC. I watched that Black Adam on Odyssey, because it's up there for free. So I watched it. I don't pay any of these Hollywood, sponsoring organisations like Marvel. Marvel's owned by China as well. And Disney. And they kowtow to China, Disney, I mean. So, I went to see that Black Adam. And it's actually, I thought it was alright, to be fair. One of the Rock's in it. And I went, who the fuck is Black Adam? And I had to go and quickly do a little search for it. I went, that sounds interesting. And I thought, actually, I think the movie actually has a better origin story for the guy rather than the comic book one. I thought it was alright. It was good. And he uses all of the powers of the gods as well. Like Shazam. Marvel needs to make a new superhero called the Flasher. Yeah, Siraj can star in that. And Bradley, I guess, I work all week, so Sundays are my lay-in day and sleep is when your body heals. Yeah, exactly. As Siraj says, it's like we actually meditate every single day. It's called sleep. So I don't need to meditate further. Bradley, I guess, I work all week, so I read that, yeah, excellent. Probably the wrong time to mention I'm wearing my Spider-Man PJs, yeah, that's pretty lame. Never seen Star Wars, not talking to you, fuck. You want to come to Blockhead's gig in December? I wore my Disney PJs last night to shop to get milk. Grumpy Dwarf, I got a I like your PJs comment from someone in the teal queue. Cheeky Sprite, are you one of those women who turn up like in their house coats, in their dressing gowns and PJs whilst going shopping? You're one of those women, aren't you? Nick Sheeger scrolls out of bed and goes to the shops. In a way, I always kind of admire those. I kind of do admire those women, like no fucks given whatsoever. Because usually women are always like, oh, like my mum is like, oh, I've got to put on all my makeup to go down the road and get a pint of milk. And then you, cheeky Sprite, nah, just get up, walk out the door, fag in mouth, still got the rollers in the hair, everything. Yeah, but now you're one of them, cheeky Sprite. Now you're one of those people. And now that you've done it, it's basically like a gateway drug. Basically, you're going to be hooked on this now. You'll never bother getting dressed again. Even going to the pubs and clubs, you will still dress in your slippers, rolls in hair, PJs, dressing gown, cigarette hanging out the mouth. That's your life now. That's your future now. Anyway, what did that twat say? You want to come to the Blockhead gigs in December? I don't know. It depends. I've got a lot on this December. Possibly, yeah, maybe. Depends what date it is. Because I'll be back in London on the 10th because Remis, Mama, don't take the vaccine. He's doing his little march, so I'll probably go to that. The 9th, the day before, I'll be in Northampton because my favourite comedy of all time, which I think is the greatest comedy of all time, yes, is it better than things like Monty Python? Is it better than things like Only Fools and Horses? Is it better than whatever? All the comedies ever. Yes, I do generally think it is the best comedy ever made. It's an underrated masterpiece, right? And that is Garth Marenghi's Dark Place. And after 20 years, it came out in early 2000, that's where like Matt Berry and Richard Eriwani, I'm talking about the guy that was Moss in the IT crowd, that's where they all started from. And the Mighty Boosh guys, they all started from that. And I wasn't a big fan of Mighty Boosh. I prefer Flight of the Conchords, the New Zealand one. But Garth Marenghi's Dark Place, the guy Matt Holm, not a popular comedian / actor, but he just does little things every now and then, and they're just genius. So he is touring at the moment as the character Garth Marenghi. Garth Marenghi's a made-up, he's basically, the whole premise is he's a Poundland Stephen King horror writer. He's like a really crap horror writer, but he thinks he's like the greatest thing ever. That's what's like, he's like a pompous author, but he's really shit. Does anyone know what I'm talking about? Garth Marenghi's Dark Place. If people don't know, watch it. It's free on YouTube, because that's how, when it went to America, it became a massive cult sensation. It still gets played today, even though there's only 6 episodes. And they left it on the internet, it got discovered on the internet, and then everyone in Britain then, because I remember when it first came out, I watched the first runs of it, but it came on like really late on Channel 4, about like 10:30 p.m, it was something like that, graveyard shift. And I remember thinking, this is the greatest thing ever, but no one knew about it because it came on so late. But anyway, I'm going to watch that. It sold out everywhere, but I managed to get a ticket because I was late to knowing that he was touring. But I managed to get one ticket in Northamptonshire, so I'm purely going to Northampton to watch his stand-up gig, because all of Leicester Square, that's all sold out, everything. Yeah. Yeah, they used the slow motion shots because they said that it kept running under, so everything was considered for slow mo. It's fucking brilliant. Right, councils have a lot. A boy with a thorn in his side, I assume that says. Let's catch up. So I'm going to go after this, guys, because that's it, really. That's the tour of Burgess Hill. I'm just waffling now. The old Dingwalls on the 8th. No, I think I'm going to miss that, because like I said, 9th, I'll be in Northampton. So I'm going to miss that, unfortunately. And then the 10th, I'll come back, and from then I'll be staying in North London with someone. And yeah, so I'll miss that, unfortunately, Surrey. And then, because between now and then I'll be going to Oxford and Kent. So, and then Northampton, and then in between, like Cambridgeshire and all that sort of thing. Because I want to go to that Camp Beagle. Keep me in the go to it. Right. I think, is this everything though? The Backyard and League of Gentlemen, League of Gentle. Yeah. Sorry, what a slum shopping. Yeah, you're right, mate. It's not even a joke. The boy beside me. Let's see. Let me just catch up some of your comments, because I've actually missed quite a lot. I wore my Disney. Yeah, I wrote that one. Papa Spears, dear diary, day 1. I'm thinking my brainage is top max. Where is it? So every time there's a new comment, I've got to go back to the comment. Manchester is knit what fault? Too many peeps. Too many peeps holding blow up boats. I smile at them, but they just bite and rape. What the fuck is that? There's like the Diary. Remember the film Seven with Brad Pitt and what's his name? The famous black actor. What's his name? And then obviously they're after Kevin Spacey, the nutter. Then they eventually find out where he lives, and then they start reading his diaries, and it's just pages of just no dates, no times, nothing, just pages and pages of just what he thinks on the page, and it's just got totally incoherent stuff. The book of a madman, into the mind of a madman. That was right. What's this? Grumpy is awesome. The whole DC thing is not what people think. Superman is a representation of the sun god Apollo. It's all sun worship. Interesting. 33 problem. Is there like some kind of video I can watch? That sounds quite interesting. Some sort of video I can watch on that? Not usually, but I made an exception. Blah, 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 blah. Fred Flintstone, living. Won't impress anymore. Northampton, yep. Burgess Hill, it's really dull. Yeah, it is, unfortunately. My backyard. Although it's got actually quite the Sussex area's got quite a really good freedom, like community around it. I'll be depressed if I live there. You'll be in my set. Yeah, I hope local people use those street lamps to hang the council seat plan and stuff. Alright, you know. Boy with one inside. You know, what date you in Kent next? Well, the 6th of December is when they are having this final open public forum for this 50-minute neighbourhoods and smart cities. So I'm hoping to get, and that will be in Whitstable Umbrella Centre. So I think it's quite important, but a lot of people are not aware of how important this actually is. They're not sort of awoken to it, if you know what I mean. They're not, even people in the freedom community, I mean, they don't actually realise. A lot of them don't even know about it. They're just like, what? What's 15-minute neighbourhoods? What's this? Like that. And they don't understand what's going on right in front of them. So Oxford's got their shit together. They're actually like proper rallying out and doing things. They're actually going to turn up at council chamber, actually talk to the councillors, you know, like in the chamber. And that's what I've been saying for a year now. You've got 2 comedians in America that turn up at council meetings, and they're highlighting how ridiculous some of the council policies are that the average people don't know about. That's their whole point. And they make videos about it. It goes totally viral, gets millions of views. You know, or sometimes they dress up to highlight how ridiculous, like, you know. So they've allowed, for example, somewhere in Texas. Texas is actually becoming super woke. You would think that Texas is like, yeehaw, we're conservative. It's like, no, it's not. It's becoming super woke. It's becoming indoctrinated or infiltrated. But in somewhere in Texas, they've allowed men to compete in women's swim team, and then basically this bloke just turns up in a female swimsuit, and then he's saying, "Oh, why won't you let me, you know, compete in blah 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 blah," and all this, just highlighting the ridiculousness of the whole thing. Yeah, Alex Stein, that's right. Yeah, No One's Flower. Yeah. And the other bloke's called Cassidy Campbell. He's the one who started it, but for some reason he's starting to delete his videos of him turning up at council. I don't know why. So I'll be back. So to answer your question, who was it? Andy Noble. It was Andy Noble. Yeah, 6th. I'm hoping to be. Now I'll be crisscrossing. Now I don't know whether this is actually going to be attainable, but because I'll try and make it. I'll see if it's even worthwhile coming along, to be honest, because if Kent Resistance and they got their shit together, then, well, what's the point? So I need to do some messages and try and rally the troops or whatever, see what happens. But Oxford's got their shit together, Kent hasn't, which is surprising, because Kent's always had a massive resistance force, but they just don't know about this. Why is there a fucking acorn here, by the way? This is like the pineal gland, isn't it? What's this? This is just more like sort of fucking What the fuck is this? It's bad in my part of Kent. Whereabouts in Kent do you live? Andy Noble. Gorilla knows all about Apollo. Who's Gorilla? Dear Diary, can we fire every council worker? Yes. Great, I'm going to come along, buddy. Yeah, try and tell people around your area as well. If you've got any kind of like any Instagram or Telegram groups or anything like that. I tried telling hubby about it and he said it will never happen. What will never happen, cheeky sprite? What's this? Totally with you, mate, but check out Gorilla199. Okay, is that a YouTube channel or something? Gorilla199. He's saying he has people who come to work from miles away to do his job. Yeah, but they pretty much already introduced it in London, the capital city, the ULEZ. It's there now. People pay £12. A lot of people are paying £12.50 a day just to use their vehicle. That's even the people who even live in London as well, who even live within the ULEZ. They still have to pay. So if they can do it in London, what makes you think they can't do it in Canterbury and Oxford? That's what I'm saying. That's been mad. And now Sadiq Khan in London, he is pretty much guaranteed going to spread the ULEZ